Hi everybody, welcome back to the series. This is the Yes Man here, and this is episode 4 of the new series we started on arksurvivalascended. We are on the island. We just built ourselves a nice little taming raft, and this right here is what we're going to be doing, using as a base to get started in the new game that we started up here. Let me show you how this is going to work if you haven't seen it in my other episodes. When you are going to tame something, you do want these doors to open inward like that, and that way you can come out here and, you know, punch a dino, shoot at a dino, whatever you're going to do, and you're going to lead him in the raft like this. Run in here, you run over to the side, the door's open, you just shut the gate, and you got him tamed. And once you're in here, like I said, you can just walk back here, you can shoot him from the safety of your own home. It's pretty nice. If you need an escape route, you got the door out back here. Okay, you can also walk smaller dinos in here, and you can store some in here. What I'm going to do is put a smithy and a bed and everything in here. I do have my bed in here actually already. See, and we have a little hatchway right here. We can come up here. I think I'm going to put some railings around so I don't fall off in case I'm in a swamp or something, and that's kind of scary sometimes. You jump up here and you fall off and you end up getting eaten when a simple railing would have stopped you. So we'll do that. I am also thinking of trying to find some kibble, or a way to grow kibble up here. If I put crop plots up here, I'm wondering if they'll get watered. They did in the last series that I did, because I was on the water. They just automatically kind of watered without me putting any kind of water system in. So this right here is a 5x4 taming raft that we built, and we're going to use it as a mobile base. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of tames right here, and before we tripod anything and we don't have any room, I can at least put these tames. What's up, Hector? We got Hector here, and we got two parasaurs, and I can put these tames inside the raft if I need to. Like I said, like even Hector here, he won't fit in this way, but we do have the raft here. So if I brought him up and I wanted to put him inside while we're driving around, of course he's going to fit nicely in here. Okay, so I can actually store him. What's the matter? You freaking out, boy? I know, you know, you're on wonder. So we'll get him to come back out, since he doesn't like being in there right now. But that's the idea for that. And the other big ones, like the parasaurs, I can always stick in the taming area when I have to drive somewhere. Of course, I'll have to take them out before I do a tame. But for now, this is good for traveling around, exploring the island, and being pretty safe. Okay. Now, he is following. So let me just get all these guys set on following me, and then we can get them all to just stop. You need to get out of here. Level 45. I don't have any rare flowers for you. Alright, so what we're going to do today is I'm wondering if I'm going to make a base here, because it is pretty quiet. And we have the mobile base, and like I said, that's going to be for taming. Maybe we'll go look for something to tame and show you guys it in action. This bird's only level 20, because there's no carnivores around here. It's pretty quiet on this side of the island, which is very nice. But what I want to do is finish up in here real quick. In this episode, I'm going to get a smithy. Now, the smithies hold a lot more than the cabinets, so I like to craft up a couple of smithies. I'm really tired of whacking stone right now, but let me see what I have in my inventory. I really don't have any storage here yet. and make sure that we did actually, yeah, we didn't do that yet. So we're going to get the smithy and the forge. Make sure we have them ready. Okay, we got the forge here. I want to make sure I have the engrams before we start. And let's see what we have in here, because we are getting pretty piled up as far as what's in our inventory. Where's the smithy at? It's in here somewhere. There it is. So I'm going to track those. We are going to need 5 metal, so we got to do the forge first. And the only thing we need for forge is a little bit of stone. Of course, more stone. Now I do know we have metal because we've been picking it up as we go. So we got plenty of metal to make our smithy once we get the forge. So let's shut these doors. And let me come out here. I'll just leave these doors open for now. I don't need any tames for this. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to. I'll come down here real quick, grab some more stone. And we're going to start checking out some of these birds. I'm going to need a flyer to go get crystal. Level 20. What's this one? Yeah, the game's always lagging over here. You're level 30. Not much better, huh? Oh well. Not going to take much to get our forge stone. I'm just going to watch out. There has been some dilophosaurs and stuff around. So we'll get working on that. I am trying to keep these episodes an hour long and let you see all the progress as we go. So that way every tame we do, you guys get to see it. Every time we mess up, you get to see it. Every time we die, you get to see it. Some people like just watching gameplay, and that's what this series is going to be mostly. And then once we start getting, you know, further and further down, we'll do tips and tricks and all that. Look at that giant bronto egg over there. That could be trouble if I want to mess with that. Uh-oh. Well, I got tintoberries. Should we tame one of these little thieves? You got tintoberries in the last slot. You just grabbed them, right? Make sure you keep a lot of berries in that slot. He'll keep coming back. And this is how we tame them. I don't have a lot here, so I'm going to collect some more because he's going to be back. And the more I have, the better. So he doesn't hurt us. He'll just tame up trying to steal from us. Doesn't really matter what kind of berries, but the amount. He does like tintoberries. But I find if I have like 100 berries in that slot, you know, the more berries, the more he tames up. Certain berries work better than others. But it's mostly a numbers thing. It's not going to take much because that first one that he did, he's pretty low level. See, there's his taming thing up there. The next bite, he's going to be tamed. Then we got ourselves a shoulder pet. Which is nice because he'll carry a lot of our stuff for us as we level him up. So, all we got to do is get close to him again. And as long as there's berries in our slot, he's going to be ours. Let's see. Where is he? I'll follow his little. He's over here. So I'll show you how you tame one of these up quick. It's going to take one more hit from him, and all I got to do is get close. Watch. He grabbed it, and you know what? We're going to get his baby. Come here, you. Might as well end up with 2 of yous. Yeah. He had a little baby I didn't even know. And he's growing quick. Huh. So we're going to have to feed him. Come here. So we'll throw some berries in his inventory. Yeah, they're growing quick. Where's your mother? Or father, I guess. And I get my berries back too, but I really don't need. We just got 75 pounds, so. What's nice about these guys, like I said, you can pick these guys up. When you want to throw them down, you just hit R. Push up, and you got yourself a nice little shoulder pet to carry your stuff. Okay. You know we're going to name him Klepto, right? Because he's a little kleptomaniac. Oops, I can't type. It's late. Okay. And what's nice about these guys is when I do want to access him, I can hit R, and I'm right inside his inventory, and I can put whatever I want. Sleeping bags and, extra gear. I like to load a lot of my armor and stuff in him, and he will take the weight off of, like, these eggs, anything heavy. But usually I like to load mostly armor and important things, metal, stuff like that. He'll cut the weight in half on these things almost. So that's good. What do we got here? Turtle. Alright, now we have his baby here, who also is going to need a name. I don't know where we're going to put all these pets. I am going to have to build the base. Okay, you can have an extra club. I don't really have anything for you yet. How about you carry some of these building materials? Right now we're making smithies, so you just, for now, just follow us. Okay, back to getting some rock. It ain't going to take much to get this smithy going. But if these guys are going to attack you and piss you off while you're running around on the island, you might as well tame them up and throw them on your shoulder and make them carry stuff. Make them do work for you. I always end up with a couple of these. Now let's see here. Oh, we need our forge first. That's right. So we're almost there. And then once we get the forge, I don't think I have an extra axe made, do I? No, that's okay. We do now. And I should make a torch too, an extra one, so. Alright. This right here should pretty much finish off the forge. Not quite. There's nothing out here I gotta worry about. What's this bird? He's only a level 5. Man, we need some bigger birds here. We got a blue drop over here. Is that in the water? Yeah, it is in the water. That could be... Whoop. What was that? I'm not ready for that. What was that? Oh, bird. That little new one was chasing that bird. What's he got? Come on. I'm gonna get him with my spear if he dives. Yeah, there you go. I like to tame one of them up too. But right now he's toast. Good job going after him, buddy. You chased that bird right down and beat him up a little. That's good. Alright, we still need a little stone. Let's find a rock we can smash. Can we hit this big one? I don't know. I didn't think so. Alright, let's come down over here. I hear dodos. There's not any good rocks over here we got. No. I guess we're just going to take some of these guys. We don't need much. You see, is there other pickpocket? Yep, he's behind us. Gonna have to name that guy too. Here we go. There's enough for our forge. We'll craft that up quick. And then we could throw some of this metal and stuff that we're collecting, which I'm going to switch to my pick now, because these rocks do have some metal in them. Since we're here, might as well get some of that. It's not a lot, but it adds up. I'm gonna keep going, see if I can get my stamina real low. And if my stamina gets low, I'll show you a little trick to pick that back up if you're new, and you're a beginner. But my stamina's pretty high at the moment. But if you're running away from dinos or whatever, and you start running out of stamina, what you can do is hit X, and if you hit X and lay down, your stamina will go right up real fast. See that bar go up? Okay, so here's a little tip for you if you've never heard of it. There you go, now you have. Alright, I'm going to work my way back to the raft. Yep. And we're going to craft up our smithy and put our forge down. Yeah, I don't see any carnivores anywhere, which is... Oops. Which is a good thing, actually. But we'll go find some. It's not like we have a place to stick any anyway. Like I said, I might just start making ourselves a nice little base here and having this maybe our home base for now until we get to a place. What are you running from? Whoa, dillies. I spoke too soon. So there are carnivores here. That guy had a whole herd of them after him. Huh. Yeah, we could... I see the tails, but they're running the other way. Don't know where they came from. Anyway, let's get back to our base. Yep, they're starting to walk around now. There's another one. We'll just make sure all of you guys are on... make sure everybody's on neutral just in case. Okay, you can follow me. We'll make sure everything in here is closed just in case you come in here. And we'll set our forge up. Okay, do. I want to get some smithies crafted because I need some storage. Okay, we got our bed over here, so I'm guessing the best spot for the forge would be over here. If I hit Q, I can put it against the wall and wherever I want. So that right there is one. You're only allowed so many structures on the raft. I don't know how many we're allowed. I don't even know how to check that at the moment, but it'll tell me when I get, you know, too close to it. Okay, we got wood and metal to put in this, so I'm going to start burning some wood and getting some of this metal crafted. Man, I got all kinds of... I need that smithy because I need storage. And that like I said, a couple of smithies is probably better than cabinets, because smithies have a lot more slots than one of those even large storage boxes. So we're going to see how many smithies we can craft up. Let's see how many smithies we can craft up, and we'll go from there. I think 3 smithies really holds pretty much as far as on this raft goes before we start going too crazy. But 2 smithies is better than 1, that's for sure, and 3 even better. I don't know how long it's going to take. I think we need 5 for the smithy, right? Yeah, we're going to need 5 ingots, and we still need stone. Sheesh. Alright, well. There's 4. What's nice is I can open any gate, come out here and get stone. Ain't gonna take much. I think we can whack this guy. Oh man, my bar changed on me here. Hold on. All I need to do is eat a bunch of narco berries. We'll hit a couple of these smaller rocks here. Let me move this stuff here. I got stuff in my way. Come here. There's a rock here. Might as well keep going with this stone while I can. Like I said, I would like another smithy too. We do have plenty of wood and hide for another one. We're just going to need enough stone. Because I'm pretty sure we'll have enough metal too. Just gonna move my, let me move my coffee cup here. That's in the way. Huh. Alright. Those guys are still all down there. Yeah. Here comes those Dilophosaurs chasing this guy. Might have to take care of some light work here. They're gonna work their way over here. Okay. Yeah. You're chasing that moss chops around. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I might as well let you just be you. So, how much metal did we get? 10 at least? Well, we got 6. Is that all the metal we got? I thought we'd have more. Well, 6 is good enough for our smithy. I wanted to make 2 though. So I'm going to have to get more rocks. For now, 1 will have to do. Alright. We're also going to need a mortar and pestle to start off. Already got a bed. Got a sleeping bag for emergencies. Better get some bolas. And how many arrows here do we have? Because we will start crafting up some narcotics. Alright, let's put our smithy. Might as well be next to the forge, huh? Yeah. Right there. So we got the smithy there. We could put our pestle. We'll put him right in front of it. We'll just use one for now. We can fit another smithy there, and we could fit one or two there if we really want storage. But we are going to need some more metal rocks for that. Now we can start loading this up with. Man, don't get in a hurry here, Kath. Let's see if we got berries and rotten meat. We can start working some narcotics up. That's all the meat. Well, my other meat after all those kills. I should have made a pestle right away, because that was a lot of waste. I'm going to split some of this meat up all the way. That way we can start getting that to rot, so we can start making ourselves a little more narcotics. Get those started. I'm going to need more than just 8. Yeah, we took care of a lot of stuff on the beach over there. And what happened was, I guess it expired. Stuff expires pretty quick if you don't use it, so. Alright, what can we put in our smithy here? We'll put hide. I'll put some flint. I'm going to use it as a storage box mostly. And then when we start crafting, everything will be in there anyway, you know. But we'll get rid of a lot of this stuff. We have a torch. Since we're using these stones here, we're going to keep these two, because they break a lot. And when this all turns into rotten meat, we'll put it in the pestle. Okay, let's get some more. You, I think I'm going to make stay here. And we'll put you on passive too, or you'll get yourself into trouble. Now, how many arrows did I get? 66. That ought to be enough to take care of some of those. Dillies that are running around, because I know they're going to give me a hassle. Really, and we need meat anyway, so might as well go hunt for them quick. I hear them. Where you at? Uh-oh. There you are. Whoa. Get out of here, you. Seriously? Where's the other one? Why am I still running? That's one of them. There was like 3 of them, I think, at least. The game's getting tweaky. I knew I heard them right away. Like I said, we do need the meat. Where'd this guy go? You know what? Was that a baby? Yeah, it was. You're only a level 20. Could probably take you down too for some meat. I don't need another moss chops. Just some meat. Don't you go run away. Really? I Could just claim you instead of wasting arrows and then kill you, but that's okay. At least we're getting some hide, some frying meat. Oh, that reminds me, we need a fireplace. Look at the prime we're getting out of that baby. 31 prime. It looks like the Dilophosaurs are chasing stuff around. I see stuff running. What is going on over here with all the running? All for them little dillies. They're running back and forth on the other side. Okay, I did come for some river rocks, right? So where am I going? We need a little bit more metal here. We should be able to get some out of this. Enough for another smithy or two. We just have to be careful. Okay. And these freaking rocks that are so low. I know there's more of those Dilophosaurs around. They're probably on the other side still. Those birds are a pain too. Do we have a... Yeah, we got stuff in here that we definitely... Oh, we got 40 metal in there, and we got our fireplaces. That's right. Might as well clear this out. Now we don't have to get river rocks. I forgot I had metal in there. That's good. Alright. Where's the other one at? Where are you? Did you run out? No, you're there. I put you on stop. Alright, so one. Let's see here. What we got? Charcoal already. Look at that prime meat. We should cook that up. I'm going to put that campfire down too. I don't want to put too many structures down, like I said, because then it won't let me put anything down. And I do want to try and do some crop plots. I got no wood. Huh, what was that? I should have grabbed some wood. I didn't put anything in. I got wood here. 54 ought to be enough for that. Because we have 46 metal. So we'll get cooking that up and we'll get another smithy going. Now, campfires. I guess over in that corner. That'd be a good spot, eh? Or do we want to put it all towards the back? I don't want to burn up my bed. I do want to keep everything kind of back here for when we do tame, though. I'm just going to put one down for now. Look at this prime meat. Let's grab some more wood, because I'm going to put some of this in. We'll save the campfire. We'll put the foundation in there. We got chitin for when we do get a bird. Oil pearls. Lots and lots of meat. Okay, let's cook up some of that meat. Hope I don't catch my bed on fire, though. Let's see here. Wow, my meat's spoiled already. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna split this in half. And now I gotta go get more meat. We'll at least get some of this meat cooking up. Now we have 71 here we can put in the pestle. That's from the last batch that we split up. And we're going to have to take the moss chops out because we do not have too many berries at all. But we do have lots of meat. Okay, so we're going to go get some berries. And in the meantime, I'll split this stack up. I'm going to split all so that rots. We should have enough metal. Whoops. We only need 5 for smithy. We got 6 here. And we need some more stone. How much stone do we have here? Okay, I really don't need another forge, but we do need about 40 more stone, so. Okay, stone. I hate when my bar changes on me like that. I'm eating things I don't want. You know what? Sorry, buddy. Can use the meat, though. I broke that at the last minute. And they're still running left and right. We got moss chops running everywhere. There's Dilophosaurs. Like this guy. Why is he running from me? I have to use this. Definitely need some stone. We used a lot of the rocks here. You know, you don't have to worry about the Dilophosaurs, you're gonna have to worry about me. Holy crap. Where'd he go? No, I wiped him out. Where's his body? There he is. At least these guys are giving us a lot of meat. And hide. We got one more running around here. Come here, you. Okay. We'll just collect resources as we go. Make sure we always have meat and hide. Now I was going to get some berries. Run back here. Level Hector up here. Make sure his weight's going to be fine to carry us. Oh yeah. And we're going to make sure his melee is up too. You're going to get us some berries. We want to make some narcotics. And he could probably handle a dilly or two if we run into them. And He's leveling up. Like, he just chomps away, boy. One of the best gatherers you're gonna get early game. Get yourself a moss chops, guys. And I'll show you what you can do with these later. You can set his settings to harvest prime meat. And he'll harvest that more than anything else. Or polymer. I mean, these guys are awesome in the beginning. Especially. Right now I'm just letting him get berries because I want narcotics. So he'll end up with a lot of narco berries. And I'll just dump his inventory. But I could do this over and over. And I'll have so many berries. Seeds too. And he's great for getting fiber. I'll level his stamina up. Get that up a little bit. Look at this. Look at all the fiber. We got hide, we got fiber. Everything our heart desires. And we'll have plenty of narco berries. We'll collect some seeds because we might just try and grow some seeds in our crop plots, and we'll see if we can get some kibble made up. I don't know how that's going to work in this game, but we're going to try it. I'm going to see if I can actually put them on top of the raft and have them grow. And I'm going to try it soon because we just got a bunch of seeds from this guy. Alright, what you do there after that is just dump everything. And I'm going to take one more bite or two so he can feed himself. Because they're always hungry, these guys. Okay. Now I did need some more stone. That's okay. One thing at a time here. Not in a hurry, we're just playing our game. Alright, let's see. Down here. See, we only got one there, but see all this meat? That's why we need the berries. And we just collected 58 more. That rotted up while we were playing. We could get another set to split that up. Okay, we'll go to here. Now we're cooking with narcotics. Alright. Now, we needed stone, huh? 50 stone, we went out, we got no stone, so we're going back for that. Where can we find stone? Gotta go all the way down here into the unknown zone. You never know when you're gonna run into a carnivore. So far it's just been Dilophosaurs. They're not that bad. It can get you if you're not paying attention though. Alright. We almost got another smithy going here. These little rocks, we get more wood. Another moss chops. These guys are everywhere. Boy, I really need that smithy because I'm tired of these stone axes. I'm gonna get my pick back. We got enough for our other smithy. I want to get to at least 100. That way I got enough stone for possibly 2 more. Boy, look at all the dodos. They just keep replenishing themselves. It's dodo heaven down here. Jeez, look at this. Man, you know I can't resist it. Gotta have that meat. Yep, and the babies will give me prime. That'll work. I'll take that dead dilly too. I'm not picky. Yep, we definitely need a metal axe. That's right, I'm collecting meat. You want to get... You're suicidal, ain't you? You saw me kill your buddy. Okay. No, I'm not claiming you. I don't know what I'm going to do with these eggs yet, but... Alright, we got enough for a couple smithies. And we got a couple eggs and stuff, too. We should get more wood. How am I going to... I guess I'm going to need flint, though. I need a rock. I need a rock I can hit. So I can get a hatchet. Are there any rocks up here? Jeez. Nothing I can hit here. I need some flint. Check this out. What's in here? Wow. A little hiding spot. That's interesting. I thought I went in deeper. So that's where I can get wood. Where the heck am I going to get a stone I can hit? Over in the water? Yeah, I guess so. I need flint. Come on. What can I possibly need for another hatchet? Oh, I have another hatchet actually already. I don't know why it wasn't loading. Okay, we're going to get some wood here. Is that my hatchet? No. That's my hatchet. Okay, I'm going to grab some quick wood. We got enough hide. And we got enough thatch, but we'll get some more of that too. Right here. Okay. That ought to meet our needs. We're coming home with meat. We're coming home with enough resources for another couple smithies. And we still got moss chops around. Okay. Might have to put some light in here, huh? Let's see something here. Did our meat spoil? 45 more. I guess we used all them, but we do have some berries here. And get another 20 out of it anyway. Alright, till we get more berries. And smithies. Can we get two? Just one. Till we get the metal. Yep. Which we should have ready here. Lovely. And one. And that's what I'm going to use for storage. So we'll have 3 smithies. And we can load all our resources in. Put one here and one there. And that should give us enough slots to fill up early game. Alright, let me see here. Is that going to be too crowded over there? Maybe good enough. Maybe I should have put them sideways, huh? Save room. Well, that one I like that. I guess we'll just put them side by side. I gotta put it back in the slot. Hold on. Yeah, we'll put them side by side here. What the hell? I don't want that. Here, get against the wall. It's giving me drama here. Can we? Why do you flip? Why are you flipping? I don't want you to flip. That is annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. Now do not flip. There. I don't know what that was about. Alright, now we can get a lot of this stuff out of here. For instance, our metal. I'm just going to hit T and put all this stuff that we don't want in the smithy. Boy, we got a lot of fiber already. Even the eggs. Wood, fiber, fiber. That one we filled up with lots of fiber. But we have a lot more slots. Okay. And even that. We could repair that already. Alright, so we have an extra one here. Fiber, thatch, and flint. We'll fill that up as we go. $19 here. How many arrows? 39. Let us flint, fiber, thatch. You know what? We're gonna need more arrows. I got thatch over here in this smithy. There it is. Gonna make some more arrows. And then we're going to there we go. We're going to craft this up a lot of trank arrows. Okay. So we're pretty good. Now we're rolling. Alright, so we got everything we need. We got our bed. We got 3 smithies for storage. We got our pestle and we got our forge. So that sets up this. We're ready to rock and roll. We do need a door up there. And What do I need quick for that? Stone, wood, and thatch. How much thatch? Let me track that real quick. We're done with the smithy. I don't know if we have enough for that last thing. There's the wood. There's the stone. I just need some thatch. It will be good, but I don't think I have any more thatch yet. Yeah. We got no thatch, so that'll be the last thing. I'll put that on, and we're ready to rock and roll. Thatch is easy. Get our pick out. Got a turtle here. Okay, so as far as our mobile base goes, we're all ready. This right here will close off that hatchway. Where the heck is the door here? It's probably right in front of me, right? Yeah, we just need one. And that right there is going to probably end this episode. We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. And our raft is ready to go. We can live in here. We can store everything in here. And we're ready to go start taming and taking rides wherever we want. We'll be nice and mobile. And we're good to go. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing today. That's what we did. And that's probably all we're doing. I'm going to level myself up here a little bit more in weight. And I'll go through my engrams and stuff. And we'll figure out what we want to tame. We might start building a base out here. I really like how quiet it is. It's not too threatening. And it'll be the first part of a nice quiet base anyway. And there's not too many predators. So we can put our first solid base down around here somewhere. And this will be our mobile base. And we'll start taming some stuff and taking it from there. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Everybody have a good day. S-Man out.